This is Steven. I'm here to go over the life team with you and then show you a couple battles I did with them. Just a little quick review for anyone who doesn't know the monsters. We'll go over them really quick. You got Divine Healer, heal and slow ability with a magic attack. It's the main healer of the team. Really the only healer of the team now that I think about it right now. So yeah. You've got the Feral Spirit, which is their sneak monster. He's fast, he can dodge a lot. Silver Shield Knight is got piercing, and what is this called again? Inspire. So this card is kind of interesting in any melee matchup where melee can attack from anywhere. Super sneak. He becomes a really playable card. Silver Shield Warrior's really not used that much unless it's melee only, or the maybe the extra armor matches because starts off with a good amount of armor. He can end up with a lot of armor. Magic armor, you might use him. Weak magic might use him there. The Silver Shield Archers are pretty solid sniper with a double attack, especially they can get mixed in with anybody that can give them a boost to that attack and they can become really dangerous. In general, the white team has good ranged. Armor Smith introduced repair to the game. Repair gives monsters their armor back, so he's pretty clutch. New card here is Cave Slug. Not sure how usable this card is yet. Its over opportunity ability that it starts with is pretty cool. It's going to hit the lowest life monster. You got Crystal Jaguar. It's pretty standard, just a common little tank card with 4 mana. Don't see a lot of use for him. They got another sniper card here, which was pretty cool because now this card can team up with him, and now you got two double attacks here and then another attack here that's going to be a little bit higher. So that's always nice to be able to team up with the snipers. Here you got another ranged monster that's only 2 mana that also has cleanse. This is a pretty good card for just to like pop in to have cleanse, and I think cleanse is going to be more important now there's a lot more abilities in the game. Tyrus is your original summoner, +1 armor. Peacebringer is a great card. I'll show you his higher level one here. This 4 ranged attack for 4 cost is just great. Pretty solid speed. He gets even better if you can level him more. Silver Shield Paladins, you're all in one tank. Clay Golem is kind of you can use him in slow mana games, or reverse speed, because he's slow, but he enrages to not be as slow. So even then, he's kind of weird to use in those games. This card doesn't get a lot of play. I kind of feel like they could use a reimagining on this one. You got Crystal Werewolf, very solid rewards card with Thorns and Silence. You can throw him in the back row. He can take a lot of hits from sneak monsters, usually kill them and weaken the mages on the other team. And if you happen to be playing in a mode where he gets to attack from the back row, then he's even more usable back there. The Bard is a pretty solid card for 1 cost just to throw in sometimes to speed up your team and have cleanse. This is a new one here. Truth Speaker is another card with Protect. It's kind of nice because it's only 3 cost to get your Protect in. So times you can't get this mage in, but you want that extra armor. It's a very playable card. This one is nice for the team because it's a flying monster. And they don't have a lot of flyers. This is gives them another card to play sometimes. This is the new tank. He has Taunt. I'll take a really quick look at his further stats. He's also going to get shielded and then return fire. So he's going to be a good tank to use in matches where you think they're going to be shooting a lot of ranged at you. They have a new summoner. This one, instead of giving armor, would give you +1 life to all your monsters. I haven't decided if that's better than +1 armor yet. Obviously, in a no armor match, then you could still play your life team and get a bonus from your summoner. But life is so about armor, most people are just not going to use them in a no armor game. Defender of Truth, Protect Magic with some armor is a solid card. Air Elemental costs kind of a lot, but he's fast and hits pretty hard and has good life. He also gets dodge, so he can be a good last position ranged attacker who is going to dodge sneak attacks. This is your beta summoner. This card won't get a lot of play, unless it's a no abilities match or a silent summoners match or very low mana. But that's all the beta epics. They're just 2 cost and have no abilities. You've got Divine Sorceress. This is a nice card to have for when ranged are not around, when you're not allowed to use them. It's got magic attack. You got the Sacred Unicorn here. One of the really used to be one of the best cards in the game. They weakened it a little bit because of that, but at highest level, I mean, it's got a self heal, piercing, trample, and divine shield. So that's a great card. I haven't leveled my Angel of Light, and I wish I would have. Then you got your 2 new epics in the Untamed set. You got a mage here, which is nice because the team was a little light on mages. This one can only get up to 2 mana, 2 magic attack for the 4 costs. That's not spectacular, but it will. But to have headwinds and blind as abilities, that's pretty cool. So if you don't know what these are, this is makes monsters harder to hit any of your people, and this lowers ranged attacks. So this would be a good counter to somebody who's trying to use a lot of range. And then I clicked me onto Untamed, but that's okay because we were looking at the Untamed epics. You got this one, Thunderbird. Thunderbird is going to be a stunner, so that's pretty cool. And also has, Redemption. When this monster dies, it does 2 damage to all enemy monsters. So that's really cool, without a doubt. That's a new thing they've added. It's a mechanic you've seen in some other games, but that you can't see there. I'm on the market right now instead of my cards. So here's the legendary. I actually don't have him, so I'll show him to you really quick. He's a 3 magic mage. He's only going to have 6 life, but he's going to resurrect, have weaken, and have blast. So that's pretty solid, especially here with 4 magic with blast. So you're doing 4 and 3. That's really nice. He can die kind of easy with only 6 life, but he can come back to life. So that's pretty cool. That's a very cool card. All right, now I'm going to get to some of my battles. I only have my life team at level 6 still. I had some pretty good matchups here considering I'm in diamond right now, so these people can have much higher cards. And still, I went on a pretty good streak when I had the quest the other day, as you can see. A lot of wins here with my life team. It's only when I wasn't allowed to use them that I even lost in this streak. So I'm going to show you this one. This is a life only. So this is how I set up my team. I put the really, I just relied on 2 big attackers and 2 support units. They went with a more traditional team that you will see with life, with him in the front, the healer. But I'm gonna mute that for you guys because I know you don't want to hear that sound. Sorry about that. It was muted, but it always is unmuted the first time you queue up a battle. So this might look kind of bad for me, right? I mean, look, this is a maxed out card. This is a high level card. This isn't This is kind of interesting. It's kind of a throwaway, just 1 mana they had left on their team. To only have that at level 1 is kind of funny, considering they have a maxed out common, which they put a lot of money into. But you're gonna see how this battle goes. It doesn't look good for me, but I pull off the win. Speed it up a little bit. Really, what they just couldn't end up overcoming was the fact that I had my armor and life regen here. That's what ends up saving me in the game. But as you can see, I mean, it looks very much like, man, I could lose this game. I don't know what's going on. I got the magic attack is hitting me pretty hard, but I'm just got enough heals, enough armor. I got really lucky that my armor smith kept protecting my peacekeeper. And then you're gonna see right here where trample wins me the match really. So he's gonna finally get my peacekeeper down right here, but they're just at this point, no one's going to stop my unicorn from just trampling through this team. And they're just not going to have enough damage anymore to get through the support and the healing that I have. So this is the power of the Sacred Unicorn. It's one of the things I wanted to show you guys is that this card in certain circumstances can win a game pretty much all by itself if you can keep it up. So that was one battle I wanted to share with you. And then the next battle I wanted to show you right here is how they can do sometimes with with all ranged. So this is kind of an interesting combo I did here, and you'll see I borrowed two neutral monsters in this battle, but I'm playing a typical blue team, which is what you're normally going to see in Keep Your Distance, and I managed to win this fight. So that was actually pretty exciting. I didn't think I was going to win this match, but I used the new snipers. I'll speed this up. Actually, speed this one up a little bit more, because this isn't really a life team victory as I'm using 3 neutral monsters. But the extra armor that the life summoner gave my monsters did help me out quite a bit, because it blocks a lot of the damage that was done by the pirate archer. And as you can see here, this is just a real interesting matchup where the snipers were just able to take out that back row and win this match for me. And because I went so fast through that one, I'm going to show you one other in my streak of wins here that is an interesting setup that I like, and that is Little League. So in Little League, White, once they got the Crystal Werewolf, they have a pretty good team. It's always Crystal Werewolf, Silver Shield Warrior with the Vendor of Truth, Peacebringer. All very strong cards, all under 4. Here I mixed in a Furious Chicken to take a hit in the front row for me, and I put a slowdown in the back. You can see this is a pretty solid team too. And I just want to show you how life can win because armor is very powerful, and it's something that the life team has that a lot of others don't have at the same level. And again, this is a game where I'm going against, this is a level 8 common, a level 10. Everything is very evenly leveled, even higher leveled than me, as my common's only a 5 here. I do have a solid level 6 rare to go against his level 6 rare, but he has one level 7 rare. And we'll just watch how this battle plays out. It doesn't look like I'm going to win, but I did. I actually didn't think I was going to win this fight, to tell you the truth. I mean, looking at it, he weakened my Peacebringer. My Silence isn't doing anything because he didn't play any magic. But in the end, I just am going to have lived enough to work this out. I mean, it comes down to being, that was a big one that he didn't miss right there. And at this point, I'm moving his ranged people into the front row, and then I'm stopping them from attacking, and that's a big thing for me. That's the one danger with playing the extra range like my opponent did, is he got into a place where he only had one attacker, and that's really what let me win this fight. So all of those were pretty solid wins of the life team. They should be good examples of the fact that this is one of the very few teams that can win even though their cards are lower level. I only have my summoner to level 6. I would like to get him to level 7, but I didn't do it soon enough, so I'd have to either spend the money on a beta one or go with the new Untamed one to get to high level. I'm probably going to do that just because of the power that is in this team and in some of these other cards. So I really suggest you take a look at the life team. They're a really solid team. Thank you. Talk to you all later. Bye.